Wake up. I love this show.
Max Breakfast.
Okie dokie now. Still tuned in, still locked on to the deliciousness that is the Max Breakfast on a beautiful Thursday morning in the city of Las Giddy. You know how we roll. All right, 17 minutes past 9 a.m. I did promise you that we'd have some guests in the studio with us this morning. All right, and they're about to talk about something pretty exciting that is going to be happening in cinemas across the country pretty soon. All right, so there's a movie that's going to come out. It's called Bendel Girl. I'm sure you're wondering, Bendel is that, do they still say Bendel? Yeah, you'll understand in a bit, but I'm not going to do the entire thing by myself. I have to make sure I bring in the people who are actually going to be in the movie. All right, I have the producer here with me, Bukola Oloyede. I have my friend and fellow thespian here with me as well, Timmy Aagbaaj. What does the law say about that? We're not going to talk about that today. We're going to just talk about the movie. And I also have the very beautiful, I have to pronounce the surname. Please help me with this. Please just... Before I go and cause trouble and people come and raise placards at the studio, the correct pronunciation of your beautiful name.
Amanda Iriekme.
Iriekme. That's what I was scared of. The Amanda I can deal with, but the Iriekme, I was like, okay, I'm going to wait till she gets here. Great to have you. So I have Bukola, who's the producer. I have Amanda here, and of course, Timmy Aagbaaj also here with me. Timmy, how's it going now?
Very good, boss. Good to see you again.
Barrister. I hail you.
I
hail. All right, so I'm going to start with Buki before I go to the talent. All right, I'm going to start Buki because, you have to carry the weight of the entire production. Just give us an idea. I love the story, by the way. I'm a big fan of original storytelling. So this one was, get me goosebumps. But I'm going to let you talk about it a little bit before I talk about how Amanda and Timmy enjoy playing their roles. Go ahead.
Well, I'll start off obviously with the script.
Okay.
It was written by Gbenga Kayode, who is making his debut in the Nollywood cinema, if you
fantastic.
like.
All right.
And it's a big one. When he shared the script with me, I thought, Gbenga, you're crazy. But
it is a very bold story.
I love the way that you're going. I love the direction, and I hope we can, we can tell good story here and good television and make it work.
Okay.
It was exciting. We shot in the city of Ibadan.
Okay.
And that was a really different experience. Obviously, if you have experience shooting in Lagos, the amount of chaos is not the same,
it's
right?
It's not as intense as Lagos.
It's not as intense.
Yes.
But beautiful backdrop, beautiful story, wonderful cast, I must say.
Yes.
And I remember when we were talking about casting, he was going, look, I know that the general idea is to go with like big names, big faces, but I want people who are going to tell the story the way that I want to tell it. Okay. And this is not any shade to any of the awesome actors and actresses that we have, of course, but different faces, new faces, and bigger talent in a way, because now they have to deliver beyond what we are even expecting of them. And it was a really, really great experience.
All right.
And yeah, I mean,
okay,
awesome.
So what I want you to do is just give us, don't spill the beans entirely, but what is this story about?
Okay, so a young girl,
yes,
facing some trouble at home, decides to run away.
Yes.
And then she runs, and then something happens, and then she enters a forest and disappears and reappears by the side of the road in 2024 from 1985. So
that's the part I was waiting for. That's the part I love.
40 years later, and I think that was a mind-bending thing. I said to Kaide, like, you want to cause trouble in Lagos.
Because
but it's awesome.
You never
it's
know.
Different.
It might actually, have people walking around that are, that have actually done that.
I
and
believe
time
that.
traveled and we
I
don't
believe
know
that.
I suspect Timmy sometimes being an old soul.
He's a bit
young
of an
body.
old soul, isn't he?
Yeah. All right, let me come to Timmy. Let me come to Amanda first before I come to you. Okay. Amanda, great to have you.
Thank you.
All right, so what character did you play in the movie?
I played the character Erica.
Erica. So,
Yes.
so who's Erica in the movie?
Erica is she's a rich girl,
Okay.
She likes flashy things. She likes soft life,
She...
but she's also mean and pretty jealous.
Okay.
Yeah. So
And insecure, if I might add.
and very insecure. That is true. She is very insecure. So I mean, it was different playing Erica's character, to be honest. I had to pick from experiences that I've had with people to put together to create what Erica's character could become.
All right.
So yeah, it was an amazing experience. I loved it.
All right, I can't wait to see you in it. I can't wait to. Timmy Aagbaaj. I've had the pleasure of working with Timmy on a film production.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a
Back
couple of
then,
years
yes,
ago.
Oshodi.
Yes, remember that where we actually had to go to a shodi and
Yeah.
fight area boys and
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
definitely. All right, so but this character any way doesn't no breaking bottles.
No, I don't
All right,
think
so
so.
talk to me about the character you played.
So the character I played, the character is called Osas. Osas is the street mad guy, like the everyday stand-up guy, just trying to get things moving, hustling. And he's the, let me say, the brain box of the friendship. The other guy, he was the friend to the main guy that found the Bendel Girl, that sort of had the story around them. So he's the guy that, I think you're doing too much. Let this thing go. Let this thing pass like this. So he's that guy. And Osas on his own too is trying to like also something bigger for himself.
Okay.
He's pushing traditionally and legally and other
Anyway,
things.
when is it coming out? Where do people get to see it?
It's coming out tomorrow.
It's already here.
Drum roll, please.
Because I do remember I saw the trailer. I love the trailer. Pretty good stuff as well. So where did they get? How can they see it? All cinemas, or how do we go about it?
Well, most cinemas, I would
Okay.
say, but so across Lagos, also in Ibadan, in Ilorin, in Akure, in Ondo, in Benin, and the Edo environs.
Okay.
So yeah,
I think that's
it's-
strategic, right?
It is quite strategic, isn't
Okay.
it?
All right.
So it is nationwide. It's
Okay.
nationwide, of course. Abuja in the north, Kaduna, a couple of cinemas in Abuja as well. In Enugu, I believe it is also coming out in Enugu. So it is nationwide,
Okay.
and it drops tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay, fantastic.
But can you just permit me if I have 30 seconds?
Okay.
Because I really want people to understand what the nuances of the film
Do you-
is. So
do your
I'm
thing.
I'm gonna do this very quickly.
All right, go ahead. Do your thing.
So, the main character Teresa is played by Saskay. Saskay, if you remember Saskay, one of my Big Brother people.
Yes.
She's played by Saskay, and when she's found on the roadside in 2024, she's rescued by Dave, who's played by Tokwe Tedela, and Osas, obviously Timmy Aagbaaj, and his girlfriend, or fiance maybe, Erica, who's played by Amanda.
Yes.
And of course, when she says, "I'm from Bendel," they're looking at her and thinking, what are you talking about? This is 2024. Nobody says Bendel anymore, right?
Yes.
But she's like, I'm from Bendel, and my timeline is 1985. And I think the search for her identity is what really takes everybody on a journey. Where is she really from? How do we get her back to where she says she's from? Do we even believe her?
Or
and
when
all the
she
things,
says she's
or
from.
when she says she's from.
Yes.
And do we believe her? And then all these different things that are happening, and the way that she weaves the story that weaves around her, and the characters that are also around her, is that she changes the course of their lives forever. And that, I think, is really the nice, interesting plot twist.
There are a lot of angles to this that I'm going to love to watch anyway. First, the original story, because that's very creative, mind-bending, away from the norm of the regular Nollywood type of movies. All right, so let me ask you, Amanda, given the fact that Nollywood usually goes a certain way, when you read the script, how did you feel about it? Did you think, yeah,
I loved the script. I read that script like 3 times actually before we started filming. I loved the plot of the entire thing. Time travel. We've never done time travel in Nollywood before, so I was excited.
Yes.
Something different, something new, and I was really happy to be a part of it. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Let me put you on the spot. If Nollywood could improve anything about itself as an industry, what would it be?
I would say, I feel like we're already doing it, to be honest.
Yes.
The quality of our
Don't
productions.
sit on the fence, so Amanda.
No, I'm not sitting on the fence.
Calm
I'm actually
down.
being,
Calm down.
I'm being honest.
Or I will pull you down.
Yeah, I think the quality of productions,
Okay.
and I'm seeing that we're improving. We're growing a lot these days. So yeah, that's pretty much what I
Alright,
think.
okay.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty safe.
Yeah.
Nobody will waylay you on the way. Timmy, what I love about what you've done with yourself and your brand is that you've taken it from from just doing content, right? Just doing content to being a voice. You know, I see what you do. You know,
Thank you.
and but at the same time, you've not lost this because at some point I was thinking you're just going to be a movie guy. You're going to do movie. Remember when we were shooting back then? That was the idea, and then the content evolved and whatnot. Content creation and Nollywood. Is there a synergy there, or they should be doing their things separately? You ain't when they do skits, make it they do skits. You
Definitely, it's a whole big film industry.
All right.
Yeah, I just feel like just like religion, there's not going to be one part to it or one face to it.
Okay.
And I feel like in coming times, there will still be more expressions that will come out of the content, Nollywood, all of them together.
Right.
Now we have people that do faceless content. People don't see who's behind it, and you're engaging with that content. So I feel like content creation is also a part of expression that is embedded in Nollywood, like the film industry. I feel like we have not even scratched the surface yet. I feel like many more things are coming.
I agree with you. All right, folks. So are we going to be seeing Timmy in a lot more movies?
Oh yeah. And I also think that people need to know that a lot of work goes into filmmaking, like the actual Nollywood filmmaking. Content creation, if you plan your content well and you get your team and small budget, you will pull it off in a day or two. Okay, you're not doing a series, you can do like a week. But we were on that set for like 2 or 3 weeks. At some point, I had to take permission, run back to Lagos for something, come back. It was like they carried me go stay for one time. So yeah, I mean, it's a good experience and I learned a lot. I for one want to see what the movie gonna look like because you know when you're part of the cooking of the food, you might not serve what it tastes very well until you are tasting the final product. So I want to do more. I think I want to do more.
All right, we all want to feast on this amazing project. I feel it's a masterpiece in me. I saw the trailer. The storyline for me, I mentioned this earlier, I'm a big fan of original stories, you know, because I'm sick and tired of, you know, the babalawo, the juju, the romance, the zadis, and so this is definitely a different way to go. So everyone listening, you need to go out and see Bendel Girl. Support creativity, support originality. And is this one of many productions we expect you to do this year, or you know you're just going to do
so
this? So
Benga called me last night, and
Yes.
I was supposed to have a meeting, and the first thing he said is, "I think I've got all the elements for my next film." and I did jump and pass, like I'm not listening to you. Can we just be done with this one first?
But I feel him.
But we are.
Once you have the urge, the itch, you know, you just have to scratch it. Scratch it.